big old tree. I'ma make them wait for the pussy. Wait.
What's up, YouTube streets? This is your girl Drea, and welcome to Drea's Corner. Thank you for tuning in to another video. So today's video is going to be about how I started my business and why I started the business, what made me start a business. Okay, so this is how it all went down. Okay, so basically I was asleep one day. It was at night. I had went to sleep or whatever, and it had been on my mind like ever since I had gone through the breakup and just been like going through the motions of life or whatever. I have been doing a lot of self-reflecting, right? And I'm just like, especially my birthday passed, and I was like, okay, I just hit 35. Okay, that's a milestone. Okay, I have been on this earth 35 years. Thank God. I am so thankful. So, you know, so I was like, okay, but in those 35 years, there has been a lot of things. Like, I have been through so much stuff, but yeah, I can still smile. You know, I'm still here, still fighting every day to be a better person and be the best me I can be before I leave this earth. Okay, so with that being said, I was asleep and I had been doing a lot of self-reflecting, and I was like, man, okay, I had all these dreams when I was a kid of what I wanted to be when I grow up, and you know, circumstances and decisions I made or whatever didn't happen. And so life kicked in. I had my son when I was 18 years old, my first child. I was 18 years old, so I was like, okay, you know, I was very mature for my age. I was always ahead of my time. Like, people used to tell me that all the time when I was little or whatever. I was very mature and just ahead of my time. Probably because I was raised by an old lady. Like, my grandmother raised me, probably up until I was like 12 or whatever. And so, anyway, so, I was like, okay, so I had my kid, and so I finished high school or whatever, and my mom was like, look, you grown, you had this baby, you got to raise this baby, you need to get you a job or whatever. So I had to get a job. I was already like working little jobs here or there, because I had been working like since I was probably like 14, like babysitting and stuff. And then I started, once I turned 16, I got a real job or whatever, like at Denny's and stuff. So anyway, so my mom like, you grown, you got to take care of this baby. So I graduated high school, I went to college, and I couldn't do both. I couldn't go to college, go to school, and be a mom. It was just too much for me at the time or whatever. And so I dropped out of college because I was going to school to be a nurse or whatever, right? But it was just like too much. So I had been doing it like, so anyway, I end up going back to school. I got my certification in as a CNA, taking care of the elderly or whatever. So I had been doing that or whatever. And so I had been doing that for some years, and you know, I just progressed in the healthcare field from like CNA to restorative aid, and just doing different things and just finding ways to like make more money in the healthcare field. And eventually I worked my way up. You know, I moved around. I went to, you know, I've worked at nursing homes, skilled places, whatever. So then I get into hospice, right? And you know, I've been doing it, and most of my life all I do is just like give, and try to like help everybody around me or whatever. And I take care of myself. I don't really like, I do take care of myself as far as my appearance and stuff like that, but like, I always put myself last. I'm always thinking about everybody else. Let me make sure everybody else is good or whatever. And so like during my self-reflection, I was like, dang, you know, I really haven't done nearly half the stuff I wanted to do in life, you know. So because of circumstances and other things, you know, decisions and just life, you know, period, that caused me to not do these things, right? And so, and I've just kind of, I realized, lived a like family life. Like I've always like been in relationships and I have kids or whatever. So now that I'm single or whatever, I'm like, man, what do I like to do? Like now that I'm dating and stuff, guys will ask me like, well, what do you like to do? And I'm like, I don't really know, you know? I don't really know. So excuse me. So I've been self-reflecting and just like really trying to see, okay, well, what do I like to do? Because I know I have this like adventurous mind. I want to do things. I want to, go places and see different stuff or whatever. And I've been to a couple places, but mainly it's like in Texas and in Louisiana because it's right there, and I've been to Mexico or whatever. Where was it? I went to Cozumel. Yeah, and that was really nice. I went on a cruise. That was really nice. I want to do that again, definitely. And I will. I'm claiming it. But anyway, so like I said, I was self-reflecting, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get my stuff together now. You are getting up there, girl. You are getting up there in age, and you have got to get it together. Like, you gotta get it together. Your kids gonna grow up, and what you gonna be doing? Like, and like I said, I just feel like I should just be doing more. Like, and like I say, don't get me wrong, I got a good job in the healthcare field, but I just kind of like, I want to do more. I'm like, I am destined for more. I have to do more. Like, this is not it. I need to do something else. I love taking care of people and helping people, but at the same time, I didn't, as from being in the healthcare industry so long, I've been in the healthcare industry about 15, 16 years now. So it's kind of like, I've seen it all, and it's to the point to where I'm like, I don't want to, I'm not going to always be able to do it forever. And my limbs, I got bad knees and stuff like that. My back be hurting. I can't be lifting on people no more or whatever, right? So I'm like, I got to do something different. So I woke up one day and all of a sudden, like, it was like, you know what, Drew, you like to shop. You like clothes. You always get, I started thinking about, I want to do something that I love, that I like, and that I love, and something that I'm good at. What am I good at? And like, I'm creative in my own little ways. And one of them is that I like fashion. I like clothes. I like shoes. I like I like to be cute, right? So I'm like, I always get compliments on my clothes, or something I do to my hair or have in my hair, or my nails or my shoes, anything, right? So I'm like, what can I do to make some extra money? Because I need to, like, it's me and my kids. I got to get it for us. I got to do better. I got to depend on myself, right? So I'm like, what can I do? So I don't know, it was like God just like gave me the idea, like, because I fully feel God live in me, He live in you, He live in us, right? So I'm like, what can I do, right? And all of a sudden I just had this, like, it was like I was dreaming it at night, and then like I woke up one day and I was like, I'm gonna start a boutique. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a boutique. I'm gonna start an online boutique, right? Next thing I know, I was like, you know what? I've been through so much, and right now I need to worry about me. I need to get my stuff together. I'm like, you know what? I want to be so financially stable that I ain't got to worry about nothing. Like, that I'm straight, like, regardless. Whatever. And I'm straight now, but like, I'm like, I want to be straight. Like, I want to at least have something. I want to be able to at least, like, if I lost my job today or tomorrow, I still had something that like could keep me afloat, and paying my bills or whatever like that. And so I'm like, maybe I should try starting an online boutique. So I started researching, and just like, it's like once I put my mind to something, and I'm passionate about it, I just really keep going at it. I keep going at it. So that's pretty much what happened. Like, I just started Googling, and me and Google then came real tight. That's like my homie. I be like, watch this. I be like, hey Google, what's Nipsey Hussle birthday? Just for example.
For that, you'll need to unlock your phone.
Alright.
Nipsey Hussle was born on August 15th, 1985.
Bam. Say, man, thank you. Me and Google is friends. Like, I be Googling everything. Google, I be talking to her and all. So, like, I started Googling stuff and getting on YouTube and just, like, really, because I be on YouTube, like, all the time. But I just started, like, making videos or whatever, right? So, I was like, you know what? I'm finna start me. I got to keep my mind busy. I got too much going on. And it be too much going on. It be too much going on. So I was like, you know what? Let me get my stuff together. Let me just focus on something. And I was like, you know what? Let's see. Then all of a sudden, I started making moves. Next thing you know, no, I'm skipping. So this kind of goes into the topic where I was going to discuss about confirmations or whatever, how I know that I'm on the right track and I'm doing the right things, and I've been seeking God, and I'm seeking knowledge, and I'm gaining new people into my life. And you know, I feel like everybody has a season and a reason. You know, it's a lesson. You know, sometimes people come to teach you lessons, you know, and I just feel like, and there's, you know, some people that are your angels, that are your support system. And you know, I am happy with the way things are going, and I don't want to go off too much into the confirmations, but I'm gonna just give you a little snippet of it. So the next day I go to work, right? And I was like, because I started doing this like on a weekend. This was like, you know, like maybe a month, or it's been about a month and a half, 2 months back or whatever, right? So I'm Googling, researching, and all this stuff. So then the next day, this was like on a weekend. So then the next day, I ended up going to work. Okay, I ended up going to work. Sorry, I had a brain fart for a minute. I ended up going to work, and when I went to work, this lady came in, right? And this lady came in. She was not looking up the par to apply for a job, but she was coming to apply for a job. Okay. And this lady was like, she looked kind of sickly. She was an older woman. She looked like she was in her late 40s, early 50s, right? She looked somewhere around there, like closer to 50 or whatever. Old black lady, heavy set lady with a do-rag wrapped around her head like Aunt Jemima. Like, she came in like not looking like she was coming to apply for a job. So I have a coworker that I'm really close to. She's like my second mother, and she's an Aquarius like me, and we have just gotten like really close. She has been through, she's worked there with me for about 3 years. She's been there going on 4 years, and that lady like really like took me under her wing. She's prayed for me and everything, like looked out for me and my kids and everything. I don't even want to go into that because I start tearing up. But so me and her was talking, and the lady comes into the office. And so when the lady came into the office, she was just like, you know, telling us that she was coming to fill out an application to be a CNA, and she was, you know, trying to present herself, like letting us know that she was like, you know, trying to get a job or whatever like that. And then all of a sudden she starts going into her life story. And so of course me and my coworker, we're sitting there and we listening to her or whatever. And she was like saying, telling us how she had cancer, and how she go to this church, and she was saying how, you know, the doctors was telling her that she was about to die in like 2 months or whatever. They was trying to put her on hospice and all this stuff, right? and she said she was on ventilators, all kind of stuff. She said, all of a sudden, she said she told him, do whatever you got to do, doctors, and I'm gonna do what I got to do. And she said she prayed and prayed, and she asked God to heal her or whatever. And then she said next thing she know, she started getting better. She went back to the doctor. She was cancer free. She had went into remission, I think that's what they call it or whatever. So then she ended up, she said she been living her life for Christ ever since. You know, she been doing her thing, getting her stuff together, and all of a sudden this lady just directed her energy towards me, and she was telling me, you know I don't look the part or whatever, but God told me to come in here today. He told me to come here today and talk to you. And she said, I don't know what you've been going through. And mind you, I was at work and I was looking, because I'm at the front desk, right? I'm the first person you see when you come in, right? And so I'm looking the part. I'm looking cute. I'm looking professional. You know, makeup beat. You know, I'm put together, right? This lady come in and she was like, God told me to tell you. He told me to come in here today. And she was like, I was trying to go home. She said, but no, something told me to check this place. I go stop over here. And she said, God telling me to tell you that you on the right track, and that he love you, and that he know you hurting right now, and whatever you going through, you gonna get through it. And she was like, but he told me to tell you that you need to get yourself together. You need to, she was like, he delivered you from something, and yet you went and you was all right, and you went through some stuff, and he delivered you from that, but then you went back to it. And she said, this time, don't you go back. Don't you go back. God got some blessings for you. He just couldn't bless you because you was with that person. He couldn't bless you. She was like, but I'm telling you, God telling me to tell you this. And I'm telling y'all, I felt it in my spirit. I felt it in my spirit. She said, he got something for you. He got something bigger and better for you, and you need to go after it. And she said, whatever, and I'm telling you, she said, and if you do it, you're going to be happy. You're going to be blessed. You're going to see abundance. You're going to be good. She said, just don't you go back. But you on the right track. And I knew that day, I was like, okay, Lord, because God, I know he has his way of working with me. Like, he has his way. Like, I got some stories, y'all. I'm telling y'all, that's how I know the supernatural is real. You know, I know that there is a higher power. We have guardian angels, and there are devils too, and demons. And so with that being said, I knew that day, I was like, okay. I'm talking about, I cried. I was bawling. I couldn't even stop it, because I felt it in my spirit. It was just, she said some other stuff, but I can't remember all of that. But it was like a confirmation for me, like, okay, Drea, it's about you. You got to get God working on you. I know it hurt. I know everything you going through is painful. I know everything that you going through is hard. I know you tired, but God don't give you nothing you can't handle. He know you strong. He know you a survivor. He know you gonna get through it. That's why your name is what it is, because he know you a survivor. You strong. You gonna get through this, and when you get through it, he gonna bless you. Because you deserve it. You done did too much. Yes, you backslided, just like everybody else. Yes, you've done things in your life that you have to repent and pay for. We all, see, one thing we all have to realize, that's why I be trying my best. I really try my best to treat people right and give respect to get it. Because that's how I was taught. You got to give it to get it. You got to earn it to get it. You know what I mean? Like, you want respect, well, give me some respect, you know? And I just feel like I'm a firm believer that, you know, if you treat people right and do right by people, you know what I'm saying, it good, whatever you put out into the universe will come back to you, you know. And so I try not to be ugly with people. I try not to be that way. Now, I can get out of character and be petty McPetty sometimes, you know, but I try not to be. But anyway, so I knew it was a confirmation. I was like, okay, I need to get on track. So then I ended up going I started researching even more, and it's just like I started getting these ideas and stuff, and I was like, I could do this and that and this and that, and I started researching. Next thing I know, I started getting on government sites, I started looking up all the steps I needed to start a business, and basically, I did the research, and I saw that, okay, I'm gonna be a sole proprietor. Okay, so I went and got an EIN number through the government, which is free. You can do that. And then I was like, okay, I picked my name of what it was gonna be. So I tried to research it and see if I found anything or whatever. And I didn't see anything right, so I got a domain name or whatever. So I ended up Googling how do you get a domain name. So then I Googled that. I ended up you can go to GoDaddy, Shopify, Wix, or whatever, and create you a website. You just have to go through the motions. It's very easy. It's very like it helps you step by step. Because I'm not somebody who is used to being on the computer all the time. Like I'm really not like a computer person. I'm just starting to do this type of stuff. So I'm like, okay, like how do I do this stuff? But it's very easy. It helps you and walks you through pertaining to whatever kind of business you're trying to have or whatever, right? So I started doing all this research, and then the next day I ended up getting another confirmation, right? So that same lady, that same co-worker that was in the room with me, sorry guys, in the room with me when that lady was talking to me or whatever, the next day she met this girl. She's out in the field doing her job, and she meets this girl. The girl basically had her own online boutique. I was like, and she came back, she gave me her information. She came back, she was like, Dre, you ain't gonna never believe this. She was like, girl, why I met this girl today at such and such, and this person had an online boutique or whatever, and she do courses, she help people, blah blah blah. I was like, what? Okay. So then I kind of reached out to the girl or whatever, right, just to kind of see, I'm trying to pursue this, right? So I'm just like asking questions, right? I wrote down a lot of stuff that I got from my own research or whatever, and so I'm just asking her for some guidance and direction. She gave me a little bit or whatever, and I was like, thank you for that. And I just wanted to make sure the things that I had done already, that I was doing it right, that I was in the right steps, in the right directions. And she confirmed that I was doing it right or whatever. And that's all I needed. After that, I was like, I don't want to ask anybody to do too much for me, because I want to do this on my own, so that when it does blow up and it does do well, and I'm seeing the abundance from it, I can be proud of myself and be like, yes, I did that. Yes, blood, sweat, and tears. I invested time, money, effort, and I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, ever since I decided I wanted to do this, like, I've been getting so many different signs that this is where I need to put my money and my time at, and it's going to benefit me. So I ended up going to the courthouse. I ended up getting I got my name certified or whatever, that this is the name I'm doing my business as. I got my DBA. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that word. I had got my DBA or whatever. And so then I ended up getting my seller's permit or whatever, so that I could sell, tax and stuff sell stuff online or whatever. And then I've been setting up my website and everything. And like I said, it's real easy. It helps you step by step or whatever. You can't go wrong. And so now, with that being said, so I did all that. So I got the EIN number, I got my DBA, I got my seller's permit, and then I ended up so now it's time to invest my money into some stuff, right? Because I need to get product. So that's the process that I'm at right now. So I've gotten some jewelry or whatever. It's really cute. It's like little accessories. It's not like no real, real jewelry or anything. It's actually like accessories and stuff. Just cute bracelets, things of that nature. Cute necklaces, and stuff like that. So, nothing too much, nothing too simple either. They just make your little outfits pop. Like, okay, cute. make it pop. But anyway, um, then I got what did I get? Then so now I ordered my shades or whatever, so I'm getting those in. So I'm excited about that. So I'm starting off with two kind. I don't want to. So after I'm still reaching. I am tongue twisted today. Oh my god, it's so annoying. But anyway, so that's because I gotta use the bathroom, y'all, and I'm taping and I'm trying to wrap this up. Sorry, I know TMI, but oh well. But anyway, so okay, so yeah, so I did all that, and then so now I'm researching wholesalers right now as far as because I have really been trying to find some good vendors, because I don't want to pay for vendors. Because one thing I noticed in my research is that like, say if you're a new business owner and you don't know like where to get your stuff from, right, and you're having a hard time trying to research it on your own, and you get on Instagram and you see all these people posting vendor lists and they're charging and stuff, and really a lot of this stuff is free information on the web, on Google, so a lot of this stuff you can do your own research for any type of business you want to start, and Google will tell you step by step, just based on how to start a business. It'll let you know step by step just the main things that you need. It's usually like a LLC or a DBA, depending if you selling something, you definitely gonna have to get a permit, and there's different type of permits depending on what type of business you trying to sell to. If you're trying to sell tobacco, or smoking novelties, and or sex toys, or all kind of whatever the hell you sell, so yeah, so Google will tell you that, and of course you definitely would want a website, and yeah, so now I'm just but like I said, so I was on Instagram and I'm looking for some vendors or whatever, because I saw in some of my research and some YouTube videos that I've watched of other online boutique owners, they say like do a hashtag of whatever you're trying to find, hashtag wholesale vendors or whatever, and they pop up, and then you see all these different people like trying to charge you for like vendor lists and stuff. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to do my own research and find my own clothing vendors. I found a couple, and so I'm ordering some things, and so I'm trying to give myself at least 6 months. And I really don't even want to give myself 6 months, but I saw a YouTuber say, be patient and try to just take things slow and give yourself at least 6 months. And so I've been doing this for at least the last 2 months, and I'm seeing progress. I keep watching different videos to try to see, okay, what can I get from here, what can I get from there. And so I'm just trying to be smart and look at the material. I'm trying to look at the pricing, because they charge an arm and a leg for like shipping sometimes, so I'm like really just checking things out. And so like I said, I'm in the process of ordering things right now. So right now I'm ordering clothes, right? So I'm not gonna get too much, but I'm just gonna get a few things, a few little outfits, a couple different shirts and dresses and maxi dresses and stuff like that, cute rompers and jumpers or whatever for spring, and for summer, and spring and summer and fall or whatever. And we're gonna see how this goes. So that's basically the process that I'm at right now. I am in the process of getting product. So of course I have a regular job, so I gotta work my job, of course, and make money. Don't ever quit your job, if you're trying to start a business and you decide, what, I want to be an entrepreneur. No, it takes time. You have to take time. Okay, so yes, I still work in my regular job or whatever, and that is what funds my business. And it's a sacrifice. I'm sacrificing my wants and needs, because I really don't want for anything. I have a roof over my head, I have food, so I'm good. life is fine right now. So I'm like, and I have so many clothes and shoes. Like, I really need to give stuff away. Like, I have a bag over there in the corner that I like. What I do sometimes is I take clothes that I have that I haven't worn in like a year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years sometimes, and I bag it up and I take it to Goodwill, or I put it in the like I don't know if y'all have them in your states and cities, because I'm in Houston, Texas. But basically, we have like those donation boxes and stuff. And so every year, usually I take clothes to the donation box and stuff. But so I don't want for anything. You know, I have certain things I want and I probably could use. But I'm just making sacrifices because I feel it. I feel it coming, and I feel like I deserve it. So that is the process I'm at. It's some steps. It's big for me because I'm like, wow, I'm really doing this. I am really doing this. I am really getting it up. And so I also put pictures on my website. I put up policies and all this stuff. So I'm just trying to wrap it up or whatever. I'm just basically at that point where I'm wrapping it up, and I'm finna, just buy things little by little. I'm gonna get them in quantities, because one thing, because I have a wholesaler's permit, I can buy things wholesale, like in bulk, for cheaper prices or whatever. So, and I can get things in bulk, or I can get them in like cheaper prices and stuff. So it's like, it's neat. It's like fascinating for me, because I'm going into these stores I've never been in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, like this. Oh, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get this. And I know me. I know I got a little swag, and I know I be having different stuff, and I feel like it's gonna be popping. And I claim it in the name of Jesus. Allah. Who, God. God. Let me stop playing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just tripping. Let me stop playing. But I claim it. I deserve it. I claim it. I claim it. I claim it. I deserve it. So, yes, with that being said, that's the process I'm at right now. I am getting all my stuff together. I'm getting my clothes right now, because I done ordered a few shades, 2 different styles, and they are coming in different colors. And I think I probably might buy one more set. And then I'm gonna buy some more jewelry, definitely. But I was like, let me get some clothes, because the clothes are what's more expensive, right? So I'm like, and I gotta be smart, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get that. And then I need to work on getting so right now I'm trying to work on getting a shipping company. My cousin has her own business. She opened up, like, it's been open, but she took over, and now she's the owner of it. So I'm probably gonna link up with her, if not her, because sometimes I really don't like mixing business with pleasure, like with family too, or friends. I'm like, I think I kind of want to shy away from that. So it's no shade. I just don't want to like really mess things up, because this is my baby. I'm investing my own personal money into this. Like, I could go get a business loan, but I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I just got myself out of debt. Let me pump the brakes on that for a minute. But trust and believe, they trying to throw it at me. I'm like, let me see. When it's time to get a storefront, then I'm gonna holler at y'all, because I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it, because I know God says it's for me. He has been showing me it's for me. And so that's where I'm at, y'all. I'm just getting some product. So I think I want to add some lashes to the boutique. And I'm thinking I want to add some mink lashes. So I think if I don't add the mink lashes, I'm going to do it separately. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm finna go, y'all, because I really needs to go to do some things. So I'm finna go, and I will holler at y'all in the next video. I need to spend some time working on some research. I need to try to get some stuff in. All right, so I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Goodbye. Bye.